welcome back. Welcome back. This is Shiro. I want to share some tips from a childbirth educator, tips from a doula, tips from a lactation specialist on your newborn. What are those things that you need to be looking out for to ensure that they're okay, that they're healthy, they're doing all right? No need to worry. So some of those tips I'm going to share with you. One of them is that ensure that they're actually looking nice and pink. They're not looking pale, grayish, bluish, because it would mean that their blood circulation is not good or they are too cold. So make sure they're looking nice and warm and pink. Another thing to be mindful of is that they're not floppy. That if you lift your baby's arms, okay, not that they're asleep, but they're awake, but they have good muscle tone. They're just not gonna flip and fall and just keep falling off. That's not a good sign. And if you see that when you're at home, please go to the hospital. Your baby needs to be checked. Another thing, check their skin color. Do they look a bit jaundiced? Are their eyes looking a little yellow? If they are looking a little yellow, it could be the beginning of jaundice, which comes at about 48 hours after birth or 3 days after birth. You start to notice they have yellow color in their eyes or their skin. Now, if it's not too yellow, I know it's hard to not know how yellow is it gonna be, but if you start to notice it, I'd encourage you to put them out in the sun. Put them out in the sun and expose them. It's direct sun exposure. It's not that I take my little baba all dressed up like that and we are out in the sun. He's not absorbing any vitamin D. So you take your baby maybe just with a diaper. You can carry a blanket because sometimes the clouds cover the sun and then it's cold and windy and then it disappears and then it's bright again. Do that so that your baby you get vitamin D, which will help break down the bilirubin that's causing the yellow color of your baby's skin or their eyes. Now, the question I get a lot is, does the sun have to go through the eyes? No. The baby doesn't have to have the light going through their eyes. They actually start to squint. They don't like too much bright light on their eyes. Now, when you do that, ensure that it's part of your daytime routine. One of the things it helps with is just not about clearing jaundice. Being out in the sun is amazing, fresh air. The sun also gives them strong bones because of vitamin D, okay? Then, is your baby feeding enough? How will I know? How will I know my baby is getting enough breast milk from me? One of the things that you use to know is the diaper output. So if your baby is 1 day old, you'll get 1 diaper. If they're 2 days old, you'll get 2. If they're 3. So it goes with the age of your baby. By the time your baby is 7 days old, you need to get a minimum of 6 wet diapers. 6 to 8 would be great. So if you're monitoring the diapers, that's one way to reassure yourself, mom, that you're doing a good job and the baby's doing okay. They tend to lose 7 to 10% of their birth weight when they're in hospital. So if you give birth, your baby was 3.2. When you're going home, your baby is 2.9, 3 kgs. It's normal. It will happen. But what your baby's pediatrician wants to know is that by 2 weeks, your baby is back to their birth weight. If they're not, then the concern is, are they getting enough? Are they feeding enough? So ensure that you're feeding them every 3 hours. Then another thing we're concerned about is the cord care. You need to clean the cord. So these days, I know there are creams. I see some of my clients have certain creams, but the surgical spirit, the clear one, it works pretty well. So try and use the surgical spirit, clean the cord at least twice a day, and it will eventually fall off. I know in other countries, they say just use clean water, but here in our country, Kenya, in hospital, you're encouraged to clean the cord. Do not put anything else. No oil is needed on it. There's some cultures who even put cow dung or saliva that it will clean the cord. Please don't do that. Just use surgical spirit. If you don't want to use surgical spirit, then just you do the plain water. I, in my experience, have found when you use spirit, it dries and it falls off very quickly. Your baby may cry, and the reason they may cry is just that it's cold. Have you ever put a drop of spirit on your skin, and as it evaporates, it is a cooling effect? So the baby is crying because of that, but not because it's painful, okay? So don't be concerned about that. Also, you'll notice the cord will go black. That's what's meant to happen. It will go black, it will dry, and then eventually you'll open the diaper and you'll be like, oh my God, it's in the diaper, it's fallen off. Those are the exciting times of parenting. It will fall off within 7 to 14 days. It's gonna fall off. Okay, so the other thing is their skin. Their skin, you need to take care of your baby's skin. Their skin is not as mature as ours. They have little spaces in their skin. So you want to ensure that you don't clog their skin, you don't overdress them, you don't over dry their skin by using too many chemicals, soaps with chemicals. Try and use organic, natural products. And what I tell my moms is anything that can roll on your tongue is safe for your baby's skin. Okay? So you know sunflower oil that we cook our food with, it's okay for your baby's skin. Olive oil, shea butter, coconut oil, all the oils that you know that are good to eat are safe for your baby's skin. You will notice within the first 2 weeks, the skin is going to peel. Try not to peel. Try not to pull. They're actually hanging skin and you feel like you just want to pull it out and leave it. Just apply oil, massage, and it will clear. Is it okay to bath your baby? Is it? Yes, it's okay to bath your baby. What you don't want is to bath them too early. Okay? So what World Health Organization is encouraging is within 24 hours, you should not bath your baby. So wait 24 hours. Your baby is not born dirty. They're born with a layer of vernix. So it's a whitish layer on their skin. Some cultures actually believe that, oh my gosh, you guys have had so much fun with your partner that all of that is semen, but it's not. It is not. It's called vernix and it protects your baby's skin. It has antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral properties. It just makes them nice and soft and supple. So what happens when they're born, they'll just be wiped down. Don't be like, oh, please wash my baby. They don't need to wash. They don't need to wash. And one of the hospitals in Nairobi, a private hospital, they actually wait 3 days before your baby is washed. So you might go home and your baby has never been washed and it's fine. But when you go home, it's okay to wash. There's no value add in washing your baby immediately after birth. And remember, their skin will peel and that is also okay. All you need to do is just apply some edible oil on your baby's skin. So those are some tips for newborn care for moms who are wondering, what do I do? Is this normal? Is this not? Shiro is here to support you, to educate you and to empower you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you haven't subscribed, please remember to subscribe and share. If you need any questions answered, you can text me on the numbers showing on the screen. You can WhatsApp me. You can even send me an email and I'll get back to you. Nurturing Moms is here to support you, to educate you, and to empower you.